In this anime recap, we'll take you on a journey through the series' first arc, following our youthful and determined protagonist Gon as he sets out to become a hunter. But you may wonder, what precisely is a hunter? In order to become a hunter, one must pass the notoriously difficult hunter exam, which tests not only physical strength, but also mental fortitude and strategic thinking. Our protagonist, Gon, has a personal reason for taking the exam: to find his long-lost father, who is also a legendary hunter. Join us as we follow our protagonist on his quest to become a hunter and learn the mysteries of this fascinating world, full of danger, adventure, and mystery. So, let's start with the first episode and see how it all starts. In the fishing town of Mito, Gon is determined to emulate his father, Ging, who once conquered the daunting Master of the Swamp. This challenge, set by his aunt Mito, is a prerequisite for Gon to take the hunter exam. Despite initial resistance, Gon achieves the feat, impressing everyone except Mito. The night before departing, Mito urges Gon not to pursue the hunter exam like his father did. But Gon is resolute, wanting to uncover why Ging prioritized being a hunter over his own son. Gon embarks on a ship for the hunter exam, alongside applicants Kurapika and Leorio. During the journey, they survive a storm, revealing their resilience. The captain learns of their motivations. Gon seeks to understand his father, Kurapika aims to avenge his clan, and Leorio desires wealth. The captain intends to thin the applicants using their responses. Kurapika and Leorio quarrel, but a near tragedy involving a crew member, Katso, unites them. Gon's daring rescue fosters a newfound friendship. Impressed, the captain promises to transport them to the nearest exam port. Upon arriving at Dola Harbor, the captain directs Gon, Kurapika, and Leorio to a cedar tree atop a hill, supposedly the path to the hunter exam site. Consulting their map, they realize the cedar tree's direction contradicts Zaban City, the actual exam location. Leorio suggests a bus to Zaban City, but Kurapika sees the misleading instruction as another test. Gon, led by curiosity, opts for the tree's direction. Kurapika follows, intrigued by Gon's choice. Leorio, after overhearing senior applicants discuss the bus as a trap, joins them. In a deserted town, a masked group stalls their path with a quiz posed by an old woman. Refusing disqualifies them. A participant, privy to the captain's talk, answers and proceeds. The trio faces a similar dilemma. Realizing the trick, Kurapika withholds the answer in silence, eventually leading them through a tunnel to meet navigators. Reaching the cedar tree, they help a couple under a Kiriko attack. While Leorio helps the wounded man, Gon and Kurapika chase the Kiriko, who kidnaps the woman. They expose their uniqueness and save her. However, Kurapika notices her tattoo, casting suspicion. Leorio arrives, treating the man, but Kurapika tests him, revealing another Kiriko. They uncover the truth and question the woman. Meanwhile, Gon confronts the Kiriko but shifts his pursuit. The Kiriko tricks Gon, leading to a team reunion. The couple, offspring of the Kiriko, pass them due to their exceptional traits and transport them to the true exam site. In Zaban City, Gon, Leorio, and Kurapika are captivated by the bustling trade. They mistake a high-rise building for the exam site but are directed to a restaurant. The navigator provides a password, revealing an elevator to the underground tunnel where candidates await. He admires their determination and offers future guidance, surprising Gon. While descending, Kurapika deduces the navigator's skepticism of their success due to its rarity. Gon finds the hunter exam worth the risk, sparking a debate on its benefits with Leorio and Kurapika. They discuss their visions of being hunters and question Gon's aspiration. Reaching the tunnel, Beans assigns them identification numbers. They encounter Tanpa, the rookie crusher, who warns of Hisoka's dangerous reputation. Hisoka demonstrates his menacing power when slighted. Tanpa offers them spiked juice, but Gon and Leorio catch on, while Kurapika avoids it. Tanpa departs, acknowledging Hanzo and Nicholas as discerning candidates. Killua, another newcomer, proves immune to poison and introduces himself. Satots, the first examiner, leads them through the tunnel for the initial exam phase. Gon, Leorio, and Kurapika endure a grueling 2-hour run covering over 30 kilometers. Leorio grows frustrated seeing another applicant using a skateboard, believing it mocks the hunter exam's seriousness. Gon defends the skater, causing them to cross paths. The newcomers, Killua and Gon, connect over their shared age. Exhaustion affects Nicholas, while Tonpa's mischief drives him further into distress. Leorio's enthusiasm wanes due to the rarity of rookie success, but Gon's steadfastness rekindles his determination. As they approach 80 kilometers, Satots increases the pace on a long staircase. Leorio catches up with Kurapika, and their bond deepens. Kurapika reveals his intent to become a blacklist hunter, seeking to avenge his clan's tragic demise and recover their prized scarlet eyes. Leorio opens up about his desire to become a doctor, wanting to treat the poor for free. Gon, Killua, and Kurapika share their reasons for joining the hunter exam. Killua for the challenge, Gon to understand his father, and Gon and Killua tie in a friendly race to the exit. At the Milsey wetlands, Satots cautions about creatures tricking victims. A man arrives with an ape resembling Satots, accusing him of impersonation. Chaos erupts as Hisoka intervenes, revealing the true examiner. Satots proves his identity by catching Hisoka's cards, warning against further attacks. The group follows Satots into the swamp, officially beginning the next phase of the hunter exam. As the Milsey wetlands stretch before them, Killua urges Gon to move ahead, keen to distance themselves from Hisoka due to his menacing aura. Gon literally tries to smell Hisoka's presence, but finds nothing. Gon calls out to Kurapika and Leorio to catch up, receiving a reproach from Killua, and Kurapika assures them they're fine. Gon and Killua continue forward. Kurapika and Leorio witness various applicants falling prey to the wetlands creatures. They encounter noggin-lugging tortoises using strawberries as bait. Kurapika's skills allow them to escape. Meanwhile, Gon and Killua are ensnared by a frog-in-waiting, eventually freed after spilling spiked drinks inside it. Gon's concern for Kurapika and Leorio prompts Killua to push forward. Kurapika and Leorio lose sight of the frontrunners and stumble upon applicants confronting Hisoka. He is told to disqualify himself due to his danger. Hisoka offers to examine them, swiftly defeating most. Gon searches for his friends, but Hisoka attacks Kurapika and Leorio. Leorio stands up to him, but Hisoka vanishes. Gon intervenes, striking Hisoka, who recovers and leaves with the unconscious Leorio after a call. Gon and Kurapika follow Leorio's scent, discussing Hisoka's intentions. They agree that he's seeking worthy challenges and note that only 148 applicants remain. Kurapika speculates that Hisoka finds Gon a potential rival. Gon confesses his mix of fear and excitement about the encounter. Gon and Kurapika locate Leorio at the gate to the next exam site, where they find Hisoka pointing towards Leorio. Leorio is confused, having no recollection of the encounter with Hisoka. Killua arrives, impressed they caught up, and Gon explains they followed Leorio's unique scent. Satots bids farewell as the gate reveals a mansion with a garden, where gourmet hunters Menchi and Buhara introduce themselves as examiners. The second phase involves cooking pork from the Visca Forest Preserve. Upon the start, applicants race to hunt great stamps, fearsome boars. Gon discovers a tactic, knocking one unconscious with apples. The examiners are astonished as most return with boars, though Menchi is annoyed by their simplistic cooking. Kurapika presents a unique dish, but Menchi dislikes its taste. Failing all when full, the examiners criticize the lack of effort and innovation. Satots contacts the committee, and Chairman Netero arrives. Menchi admits her impulsive decision due to insult, and Netero proposes a retest. Menchi chooses spider eagle eggs in Split Mountain as the new task. Gon and others utilize Gon's senses to gather the eggs, cooking them to Menchi's satisfaction. Gon shares an egg with Toto, who gains insight into Hunter's determination. The applicants grasp that hunterhood requires unwavering dedication. On the airship, Chairman Netero is introduced to the examinees. They're given free time before the third phase. Gon and Killua invite Kurapika and Leorio to explore, but the latter two decide to rest. Tonpa warns of potential tests during the rest period. As the night falls, examiners discuss applicants' traits and Hisoka's dangerous nature. Gon and Killua discuss their families. Killua casually reveals he hails from a family of assassins. He left his family to escape their expectations and plans to capture them as a hunter. Chairman Netero engages them in a playful challenge, promising hunter status if they succeed. Using his speed, Netero evades their attempts, though Killua manages to make him feel pain. Killua, frustrated, departs, while Gon perseveres. Killua encounters and swiftly eliminates 2 examinees confronting him. Gon continues, vowing to make Netero use his right arm. Exhausted, Gon finally succeeds, then falls asleep. The airship lands at Trick Tower, a prison, for the 3rd phase of the Hunter exam. The goal is to safely descend the tower within 72 hours. An examinee attempts to climb down but is killed by 6-legged flying beasts. Gon realizes they need to flip stones to enter the tower. Inside, they find watches with voting buttons, and the prison warden Lipo explains they need a 5th member for the majority rules system. Tampa joins later, and they face their first choice, to open a door. They proceed through it, and face another choice between 2 doors. They split into 2 groups, and the larger group's choice opens the door. In the next room, they must defeat at least 3 of the 5 prisoners to advance. Tampa quits, admitting he sabotaged the exam. Leorio is angry. Gon faces Sedokan, a prisoner sentenced for bombings, while the number of applicants decreases. Tampa promptly gives up, even before Bendo lands a punch on him. Leorio is furious at what he has done, but Tampa tells them that his real plan is to sabotage rookies like them. Gon then faces Sudokan, who proposes a match to see whose candle burns the longest. Gon chooses the longer candle, unaware that it is oil-soaked, and his candle starts to burn faster midway. Seeing that his candle is not susceptible to strong winds, he puts it down and sprints towards Sedokan to blow his candle out. The next match is between Kurapika and Majtani, who propose a death match without weapons and with the condition that one must die or surrender to finish the match. Majtani, who relies on scaring and intimidating his enemies to make them surrender, gloats about how many people he's killed and even has multiple heart tattoos numbering them. Kurapika notices a spider tattoo on Majtani's back and his eyes become scarlet. He easily defeats him with a devastating punch, knocking him out but not killing him. Kurapika tells Majtani to remember 3 things. A genuine Phantom Troop tattoo has the member's number inscribed on the spider tattoo's back. They have murdered so many people that it would be impossible to count. Do not ever mention the Phantom Troop again to Kurapika, or he will kill Majtani. The group becomes frightened by Kurapika's outburst, and the others try to figure out if Kurapika has a thing with spiders. He sits in the corner alone while the prisoners think of their next strategy. During the 3rd phase of the Hunter exam, Leorio and his team face challenges involving convicts. After the confrontation with Majtani, they face a new challenge where they need to make decisions based on the majority vote of the team. Tampa reveals his intentions to sabotage the team's unity. Meanwhile, Hisoka battles a former examiner, Togari, and defeats him, becoming the first to pass the 3rd phase. Back at the tower, the group confronts a situation where Maitani appears unconscious, but Leorio suspects he might be dead. The female convict Larute proposes a betting game to determine Maitani's status, with time as the stake. Leorio wins the bet by correctly deducing that Majtani is still alive. They continue with another bet, this time about whether Majtani is truly unconscious or not. Leorio outsmarts Majtani by threatening to toss him over the edge of the tower, forcing Majtani to reveal that he was faking unconsciousness. Leorio wins this bet as well, gaining more time for their team. Larute gains some hours as well, and the match continues with Larute's turn to choose the next wager. After the confrontation with Majtani, the betting game between Leorio and Larute continues. This time, Larute bets that she is female, and Leorio bets that she is male, despite her appearance. Leorio's intention is to get a chance to examine her body even if he loses the bet. However, Leorio's nervousness starts to show when Larute claims she can read his mind and predict his choices in rock, paper, scissors. This unnerves Leorio, and he ends up losing the game, resulting in a 50-hour penalty for his team. The final match is between Killua and a prisoner named Jonas. Despite Leorio's warning that Jonas is dangerous, Killua confidently faces him. Within seconds, Killua defeats Jonas by ripping his heart out, shocking everyone. This victory brings the score to 3-2 in favor of Killua's team. They are then led to a waiting room for the next 50 hours. Meanwhile, other examinees like Gitarakur and Hanzo are making progress towards the finish line as well. After their 50-hour wait in the small room, Gon and his team are finally allowed to continue their journey through the Trick Tower. Jareta manages to finish the third phase before the time runs out, becoming the fourth person to do so. In the room with 40 hours left, Gon and Killua engage in a playful pillow fight to pass the time. Eventually, they proceed to the final part of the third phase, facing various obstacles and challenges. Their time reaches 1 hour as they arrive in a room with 2 doors, one marked with an O, which allows 5 to pass but is long and difficult, and another marked with an X, which is short and easy but only allows 3 to pass. Conflict arises when Tompa attacks Leorio with an axe out of impatience. A scuffle breaks out, but Gon's quick thinking and observation lead to a solution. They all choose the O door, and once inside, they break down the wall that separates the 2 paths using the axe. This enables them to pass through the X door as well. With their time almost running out, Gon, Killua, Kurapika, Leorio, and Tompa manage to arrive at the end of the third phase, successfully passing the exam. In the Hunter exam's third phase, 24 candidates, including Gon, Killua, Kurapika, Leorio, and Hisoka, pass the Trick Tower challenge. On Zevil Island, they draw lots to determine their targets for badge stealing. Gon draws Hisoka's number and realizes the challenge he faces. Candidates must gather 6 points by stealing badges, each worth different points, including their own and their targets. Gon and Killua discuss their strategies, with Gon intending to use his fishing rod to steal Hisoka's badge. He trains diligently but struggles to predict Hisoka's movements. Gareta watches Gon's training. Gon discovers a strategy inspired by a bird catching a fish. He manages to catch a bird, realizing the potential for intercepting targets. As a new day arrives, Gon continues practicing. Gon's training progresses, and he gains insight into timing and prediction. His ability to intervene during badge-stealing situations improves. Jareta is surprised by Gon's evolving skill, yet Gon's intense focus may have unintended consequences. After intensive training, Gon refines his badge-snagging technique using hemotropic butterflies attracted by his bloodied hands. Remembering Hisoka's previous injury, Gon uses the butterflies to locate him. In a showdown between Leorio and Tompa, Kurapika intervenes, capturing both Tompa and Sami, who collaborated to steal badges. With 6 points, Kurapika clears the phase. At dawn, Hisoka confronts Gaz, who challenges him to a duel, creating a distraction that allows Gon an opening. Gaz's relentless attack proves futile as Hisoka effortlessly dodges, and Gaz succumbs to his pre-existing wound. Hisoka refuses to engage further, seeing Gaz as already dead. Enraged, Gaz charges at Hisoka but is swiftly killed by Gitarakur's needles. Gitarakur, Hisoka's ally, hands Hisoka another badge and heads to sleep in preparation for the final day. On the second evening, Hisoka encounters Leorio and Kurapika as he continues his badge search. Gon is hiding in the bushes, tracking Hisoka and waiting for the right moment to attack. Little does he know that Hisoka has targeted Kurapika and Leorio. Gon faces a dilemma, whether to aid his friends or stick to his plan of stealing Hisoka's tag. Eventually, he chooses to help his friends, envisioning their potential defeat. Meanwhile, Hisoka confronts Kurapika and Leorio, seeking their tags. Kurapika tries negotiating, but tension fills the air. Gon listens in on the conversation nearby. Kurapika offers a meaningless tag, and if that's insufficient, he challenges Hisoka. Leorio also threatens her with a knife. Hisoka dismisses their threats and agrees to the initial deal. After Kurapika leaves the tag, he and Leorio depart. Gon remains hidden, anxious about Hisoka's future encounters. Hisoka's intense killing intent terrifies both nearby animals and Gon. The next day, Gon follows Hisoka as he awakens and continues hunting. Gon believes anyone Hisoka encounters will be attacked. He anticipates Agon's encounter with Hisoka, positioning himself for observation. Gon's heart races as he hides, waiting for the right moment. Hisoka approaches Agon, and Gon prepares to strike. In a swift exchange, Gon's fishing rod snags Hisoka's tag. Agon falls, Hisoka remains focused on the tag, and Gon collapses due to an immobilizing dart. Jiretta appears, taking both tags and leaving Gon immobilized. Shortly after, Jiretta dies, and Hisoka praises Gon's skills in hiding and attacking. Hisoka returns the tags and commends Gon's job well done. Gon wants to return Hisoka's tag differently. Despite being immobilized, Gon offers Hisoka the tag, but Hisoka refuses, opting to spare Gon until he's more skilled. Hisoka punches Gon and leaves, promising to reclaim the tag when Gon can reciprocate. Gon sits alone that night, having won but also lost. Killua confronts Imori, who's been stalking him for a while, urging him to show himself since Imori won't initiate an attack. Imori remains hidden, planning to strike while Killua is asleep. Growing impatient, Killua approaches Imori, startling him. Suddenly, Imori and Umori arrive, checking if their youngest brother has claimed the tag. Seeing that Imori hasn't attacked Killua yet, they berate him and push him to take action. Imori finally approaches Killua, asking for his tag without causing harm. Killua responds by insulting him, leading to a kick from Imori that sends Killua back. Killua recovers swiftly, revealing Imori's tag he had taken from his pocket. Recognizing it's not his target, Killua questions if his target is one of the older brothers. Imori and Umori realize Killua is no ordinary opponent and prepare to engage. Meanwhile, Hanzo observes from the shadows, sensing a fight is imminent. Before the Imori brothers can act, Killua swiftly appears behind Imori, taking him hostage. Realizing Imori isn't his target, Killua prompts Umori to surrender his tag. After receiving it, Killua throws the other tags far away, bids farewell, and disappears. Hanzo rushes for the thrown tag but ends up with the wrong one, as Killua had swapped them before tossing it. Meanwhile, Kurapika and Leorio watch from behind bushes, seeking examinee number 246 Ponzu. Gon joins them and offers help, using his keen sense of smell to track her down due to her distinctive drug use. They follow Ponzu's scent and eventually locate her. Leorio enters a cave alone, with Gon and Kurapika waiting outside. Inside, Leorio encounters Bourbon and Ponzu. Gon and Kurapika hear Leorio's voice from the cave and rush in to find him on the ground, bitten by snakes. Ponzu reveals that Bourbon set a trap, making them all unable to leave the cave without being attacked. Ponzu discloses that she has already eliminated Bourbon, leaving them trapped. Ponzu reveals Bourbon, who was controlling the snakes, is dead from her inadvertent action. The snakes will attack any touch or escape attempt. Kurapika analyzes Bourbon's wounds to deduce his death. Ponzu recounts her battle with Bourbon involving her bees. Ponzu abandons her exam pursuit, relying on examiner's rescue through badge tracking. Leorio's venomous condition escalates urgency, which made Gon selflessly volunteers to retrieve an antidote from Bourbon. Amid snake attacks, Gon retrieves the antidote, saving himself and Leorio. Gon's swift recovery leads to a plan using Ponzu's sleeping gas to immobilize snakes and escape. Offering Bourbon's badge for the gas, Gon proposes an impossible 5-minute breath-holding challenge, boasting of his prowess. Despite doubts, the gas is released. Gon carries all three out, successfully escaping. He returns Bourbon's badge but claims Ponzu's unconscious one as a fee. The fourth phase ends with Kurapika, Leorio, and Gon accumulating 6 points each. The past participants proceed. The chairman and examiners discuss the final phase, an extraordinary combat challenge. Prior to it, the chairman interviews each examinee about desired and avoided opponents. After interviews, brackets are revealed, with one victory granting hunter status. Amid this, Gon and Kurapika reflect on the fourth phase, with Gon recounting his Hisoka encounter. Gratitude fills their interaction for the mutual aid provided. The remaining 9 applicants gather at the final phase location. The chairman explains that a single win secures passage, and losing applicants move up the bracket until one fails, resulting in 8 new hunters and 1 failure. The bracket reveals varying chances based on past performances. The first match is Gon against Hanzo. Gon initiates an attack, but Hanzo counters and delivers a hit, urging Gon to surrender. Undeterred, Gon persists despite relentless strikes. Gon's determination exhausts him, and Leorio becomes agitated, threatening Hanzo. The rules prevent interference, and Gon keeps standing, prompting Hanzo to break Gon's arm, enraging Leorio and Kurapika. Hanzo shares his past, which leaves Killua unimpressed. Gon suddenly kicks Hanzo and stands again. However, Hanzo draws a weapon, threatening to cut Gon's legs. Gon suggests a blood loss scenario, causing an unexpected shift to a lighter atmosphere. Gon proposes an unconventional way for Hanzo to lose without harm, drawing laughter and confusion from the contestants. Hanzo becomes serious, vowing to kill Gon and retry the exam next year. He stabs Gon's forehead. Gon speaks of finding his hunter father, sparking Hanzo's admiration for his unwavering resolve. Hanzo concedes, making Gon the winner, but Gon refuses victory due to his manner. Gon continues pressing Hanzo, who delivers a punch that renders Gon unconscious. Gon becomes the first to pass the 287th Hunter exam through his indomitable spirit. Gon wakes to find Satots by his bedside, congratulating him on passing the exam. However, Gon's discontent prompts a refusal. Satots explains his irrevocable success and hands over the Hunter license, leaving its use to Gon's discretion. After Satots' explanation, Gon accepts the license and finally shakes his hand. As they converse, Satots reveals that Killua failed the exam. Gon inquires about Killua's failure and learns about the events post-Gon's match. In the second match, Hisoka whispered to Kurapika and conceded. Hanzo's victory against Pokale marked the third match, and Hisoka won the fourth against Bodoro, whispering to make Bodoro surrender. The fifth match, Killua vs. Pokale, ended with Killua's voluntary defeat. Due to Bodoro's injury, the sixth match was postponed and replaced by the seventh between Killua and Gitarakur, Illumi. Killua discovered Gitarakur was his older brother, Illumi. Illumi dismissed Killua as unfit to be a hunter, advocating for him to be an assassin. Killua expressed a desire for friendship with Gon, which led to an intense exchange. When Killua intended to concede, Leorio reminded him of Gon's friendship. This prompted Illumi to approach Gon with lethal intent, which was stopped by Hanzo, Kurapika, and Leorio to avoid exam failure. Illumi instead continued the match, eventually winning. After winning, Illumi falsely stated he wouldn't harm Gon. Subsequently, the sixth, originally seventh match between Bodoro and Leorio occurred. Killua surprised all by killing Bodoro, resulting in his disqualification. Learning this, Gon seeks out the group engaged in hunter training and confronts Illumi. Gon confronts Illumi publicly, rejecting his right to be Killua's brother and breaking Illumi's arm. Gon persuades Illumi to reveal Killua's location, expressing his desire for friendship. Illumi disagrees, asserting Killua's independence. Netero intervenes, leading to Kurapika and Leorio defending Killua. Kurapika speculates that Illumi manipulated Killua during the exam. Leorio supports this, suggesting Killua aided him during their match. Netero questions their theories considering Killua's motivation. Netero then questions Kurapika's win against Hisoka, which Pokale joins. Kurapika refuses to share details, and Gon interrupts, emphasizing the need to focus on Killua. He expresses faith in Killua's ability to pass the exam again. Gon vows to rescue Killua and threatens Illumi if he forces Killua to kill against his will. Gon's resolve impresses Netero, who agrees with his statement about retaking the exam. The orientation resumes with Bean introducing the hunter license. Netero declares the 7 examinees hunters. Outside, Gon persists with Illumi, and Kurapika and Leorio join. Illumi relents, revealing Killua is at Kokuru Mountain. Hisoka appears, stating that locals already know the Zoldyck location. Illumi contemplates killing Gon, but Hisoka warns him. Leorio and Kurapika consider how to find Kokuru Mountain. Hanzo and Pokale bid farewell. Satots gives Gon his license, recounting Ging Freaks' exploits and inspiring Gon. Kurapika discovers Kokuru Mountain's location online. They set off to rescue Killua in the Republic of Padokia. Thank you for watching this recap. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more anime recaps. We have tons of other recaps and discussions on other anime, so be sure to watch them all to stay up to date. Until next time, take care and have fun watching.